I don't want to spend my whole life working a 9 5 job. The situation is really awkward here. I'm going to tell the true story of myself. It's really sad, firstly, you are just pick up a job and you are trying to addict to your job, maybe just being stuck with your job all your entire life. Does it logical? Not, because you're mostly getting into the cage and mostly your boss or the minister of yourself just declares where you should eat, where you should come to this desk. And I am also just working 9 to 5 job. It's really shit. I am working as an officer here, but I'm not complaining a lot. Yeah, it is a very better options for some people. I'm not complaining. I'm not saying that 9 to 5 job is very bad and you shouldn't do that. No, if you are poor, if you are financially struggling, if your class is very subordinate, it is better to just case and better to just chase this kind of jobs. It is really understandable. I'm supporting you. I'm really back up to you. So you need to continue if you are poor. But the mostly what you cannot understand it. I'm just checking a lot of billionaires, a lot of millionaires. They are traveling. They have a yacht. They are just inviting bunch of beautiful girls to their yachts, and they are fucking. They are just doing a lot of sex. But mostly we are the people. When you just can work a 9 to 5 job, it doesn't kill you, but it also doesn't bring you anything. It also doesn't kill you, but it also doesn't bring you anything. So you need to understand that these differences. So what is your expectation first? If you're asking my expectation, exactly just getting by a yacht and just getting a lot of girls, maybe a lot of chicks, it is so good for me. Mostly people can judge my ideas why you wanna just do that and why you wanna work for that. Okay, it is understandable. What is your expectation? I'm going to ask you first. So everybody wants the money, right? But what kind of money do you want firstly? For example, let's think about the gambling. If you want to play the gamble, I want to be honest. Playing the gamble is not very identical or it is not very beneficial. If you are just playing the gamble, you need to understand it is not very aptable and it's not very appropriate for me because you will lose in the end because the machine will going to win always. So the medallions, the people can be checked and can be different for a long time. So mostly we need to work for our own sake rather than just content to anyone else in the world. You need to content yourself first rather than others. But here the issue is my expectations are so different and working 9 to 5 job, just getting into the job, and mostly people, what the fuck are people doing there? I'm not sure. I'm just going to my office jobs. Actually, I don't know anyone else there. I'm just going to my desk, just sitting here after the job is finished, after just when the time hit the 5 p.m. I'm just out. Even I don't know my boss. Who is my boss? Who is my colleagues? What is their names? What the fuck are they doing there? Even also they don't know. Before you're just getting into a 9 to 5 job, probably no one says you what you wanna do. They are just hiring and you are just sitting. That's all what you do all the day. The whole day you are just sitting in a chair and you are just opening a fucking YouTube and just try to watch the YouTube videos. Maybe you are just watching the movies. And even you don't know what the fuck are you doing in a 9 to 5 job. So mostly they are just coming and committing to this job and nobody knows what the fuck are they doing in their jobs. So the job, 9 to 5 job, it means you are just coming, going, coming, going, coming, going. But even in the job placements, you don't know what are you doing there. So it is really Tonga Twister's position here, and everybody just saying the same things. Yes, maybe you are just getting financially comfortable and you are getting the money, maybe high paid money, maybe you can get the highly income. It's okay. It's understandable. I'm not saying that this is bad. I am also working a 9 to 5 job. I'm supporting this idea. You need to continue. But the one thing you are missing, you are just addicted to your job and it brings you more chains and you cannot free. You cannot leave your work placements. For example, if you are working online, it's good. Even you are working online, just getting the Upwork or another platform like the Preply, iTalk, you can teach the English or you can teach your mother tongue, maybe Chinese or Japanese. I'm not sure. Even I know the Japanese. 私は簡単に日本語で話せることができますけど、日本語も教えることができるけど、私は日本人ではないので、人々は私からレッスンを講座もらいたくないですよ。だからそれは私にとっては問題ではないんだけど、それは私の実ではないと思っています。その実を変わることが簡単にできないので、超悲しいよ。それ。As I mentioned that before, even the languages doesn't mean that most people just wanna get more lessons by the modern Tonga people. So they wanna get the native speakers more. So the situation is really different from my perspective here. So you need to understand what you expect for. Even you work online, it doesn't give you any guarantee you can just be maintainable. So just working a 9 to 5 job sometimes is really reliable and you can do whatever you want. But you shouldn't forget that you are living for the salary. The salary is very important, but if you are living in the inflation crisis country like Turkey, your salary is getting just destroyed, and you need to just buy something like a gold. I'm just buying gold, I'm just saving gold in order to just continue just fighting with the inflation. So if the inflation comes, it's okay. But some people are going to also complain that they don't have a job. They are just imagining to get a 9 to 5 job and live in a peacefully. I am supporting it. That's you guys even don't understand. I am content with my 9 to 5 job. The what I don't content is you don't understand is I wanna go to clubs. I wanna get the sex. Even the Bini Boli, maybe you understand her. She get fucked by the 1,000 man in a 1 hour. If you are asking my opinion as a man, I also want to do fuck with the 1,000 woman in a 1 hour. So it is very logical here if you are asking my opinion, because she also did it and I have a chance also to do that. So mostly here, you don't understand. Yes, maybe you can get a car, maybe you can get a house with the money which you are earning, but it doesn't give you any freedom. It doesn't give you any fame. It doesn't give you any popularity. What the fuck? I'm just start a YouTube channel. Everyone, okay, you can get the salary, you can eat the and just oil, and maybe you can eat the very healthy breakfast meals. You can buy it, and you can live in a mild life. Maybe you can just live in a very ordinary life with the 9 to 5 job. It's okay. I'm supporting it, but you don't understand it. If your expectations traveling around the world doesn't stick on a one job, just going to country. So that's the reason why I opened up a YouTube channel. The one thing you don't understand is I am content with the 9 to 5 job, but it doesn't enough for me. Some people have the limits behind of what they have. So we need to if surpass our limits rather than just stick on a one limit. So if you want to change your country, location, and your wishes, probably you need to fight. And maybe you can win this battle and maybe you can lose it. But here the issue is mostly I was just thinking about it for a while and I analyzed, I understood that life is not easy place for everyone else, and some people are going to suffer if they have born in a very subordinate class. If you have born in a very rich class, you don't have to be suffer and you can continue and you can do whatever you want. But it's also something like a half bet. So whenever I'm just thinking about my childhood or the university years, I have told myself I'm not just really against working. Like the working is a very good thing in their essence. So you are just bringing some value to table and you are just being effective for society. Nobody's denying it. But the one thing, my wishes. I have always wanted to be a influencer, actually travel influencer, traveling around the world like Japan, Ireland, and then Norway and Denmark. There are a bunch of countries out there and I couldn't even travel there. So I have always wanted to be a travel influencer, just making content in English language and affect the people and be unique. So, but it didn't happen. That's the reason why I'm just able to get into the flame to a temper. Mostly in my age and my race is Turkish, so I need to compete with the first or second class country members like the European, like the Russian. So the place is not very easy peasy in the end. So people are struggling with each other, and they're trying to give some of them the great perspectives here. I'm just supporting their ideas as well. So sometimes it feels empty, like this life, for example, this life was chosen for me. I'm not sure this life is chosen for me or not, because after you're getting the 9 to 5 job, you need to stick on it and you need to do the circle. All there, all our life. You are struggling and you just repeating your actions. Just going to job, coming to job, going to job, coming to job. And you need to do that even at least 20 years. So after the 20 years, you have a chance to get retirement. Otherwise, you will fucked up. I'm saying that it is okay. It is understandable, but it doesn't mean everything. Okay, why I'm just recording YouTube videos? Okay, mostly they're asking my opinion. Is having a job bad things? Not, but is that having a not fit the job with you bad? Yeah, it's a bad. Most people cannot choose their occupations even they are just getting a degree. For example, you have a degree in an area so much like maybe decoration, maybe fashion. But maybe you are just working as a cashier or may work in a 7-Eleven. I have seen some people in China, they are just preferring the blue collar works and they are working there and they are being content. For what? Because if you just work in a 9 5 job, you will get more stress and they are preferring to get less, bringing some physical energy, and they are just getting more just a freedom. So it is also understandable if you have a bunch of friends, but I don't have a lot of friends. I was just searching about the story, searching about the Trump and America and Russia. Russia, in the meanwhile, maybe I'm not sure the exact year, maybe the 16th century, 19th century, I'm not sure. The Alaska have been sold to the America by money. Even the America just wanted to just conquer the Greenland, or they want to just buy the Greenland by just buying them. But they actually, how can I say, like, maybe the situation is different. They couldn't be successful. They have bought to America, but they have bought Alaska, but they couldn't bought the Greenland because Denmark didn't allow that. But Russia is really sad for this situation because they have sold the Alaska with a little amount of money. So they are so sad. Even the Russia said that we haven't got any power to just defend Alaska, so we have sold it. It's understandable. Yeah, they are just saying this kind of things, but we need to come back to this 9 5 job position. So even just creating a content every day is not bring you any value, because some of the people, like the very certain amount of people, can get the success. Am I supporting them? Yeah, exactly. I'm supporting them. For example, let's think about the Rudy Ohama, Ali Abdal, and mostly they have another jobs like the Zoya languages. They are studying the PhD, they are studying the master's degree, and they are doing their jobs while they are just creating a part-time or the half-time influencing. Okay, there are a bunch of people out there, they are just creating the content. It's understandable, but it's not their main job. If you are doing the YouTube as a main job, you fucked up, because it's not doesn't give you a guarantee and your business can be grow up or not, because YouTube doesn't give you more much money. It only gives you the fame. If you can use this fame, you can go to the programs, you can go to the television shows, and you can get more money by the sponsorships. That's what you get. The sponsorships are so important in this business. But if you are asking my opinion, lastly, some companies have sent me an email, and that email was just saying that if you asking our opinions, if you just put your or business company name on your videos, maybe the description, maybe the comment section, maybe if you just tell the story of our company, if you just give an advertisement of our company, we can give you money as how much people can get or links by you. But I said I rejected them. Why? Mostly I said I don't need money. I need girlfriend. And mostly the company is giving you money, what you can bring to them. So it is really not satisfying. If you are asking my opinion, I wouldn't just prefer the work in a 9 5 job and getting stressful. So it is better to do the job with the physical energy rather than the mental health. I don't want to just be suffering for the company's rules and you need to just get more. For example, I have worked in an investment company. Okay, what you can do if you want to do the working in an investment company, if you don't make any business, in the end, company will gonna fire you. For let's such as example, you need to sell something to people. Even you need to call them. You need to just be patient with your colleagues. You need to call other people. For example, you need to call the people like such as the other country members, Japanese members or Chinese members, and you need to understand the stocks, what the stock markets are happening now, like the working in a margin call. Maybe you have watched the something like there are a bunch of movies, the margin call, the another just a fortune searcher. I'm not sure. Am I remember Daniel DiCaprio mentioned that this movie and DiCaprio movies. DiCaprio just played in this movie. I'm not sure. Just like the famous movies and just like it is very famous. I'm not sure. I'm just trying to find it. Like the DiCaprio. If I just find it, I will be happy. The treasure hunter, like DiCaprio, the Wolf of Wall Street. Yeah, maybe you have watched the Wolf of Wall Street. It was a great movie for a long time. Maybe I have also watched The Taxi Driver. I have also I have also seen the comments before my video. I just recorded the video about I feel I am being ugly is so hard. Am I not a human being? I have also recorded this video. It's real because they think that you are not ugly. I'm just going to curse these fucking people. If I am not ugly, where's my fucking girlfriend then? You guys just asking the oral opinions. You are watching my videos and you are giving me some answering. Saying you are not ugly, you are not ugly. If you don't have a girlfriend, it doesn't mean that you are ugly. Yo, no, 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 no. If I am just ugly, it means that if I am not ugly, I will have a girlfriend. If I don't have a girlfriend, I'm ugly. You can just also say that there are a bunch of people who are handsome and they don't prefer to get a relationship. I'm gonna say the truth. Have you ever just asked this kind of fucking people, did they made a relationship before? Even they think themselves not very ugly, they think themselves handsome or beautiful. They also made a relationship before. That's the reason why you guys don't understand me, my point of view. Mostly you guys think about yourself and your societal pressure. I don't give a fuck about the society in the end. Yes, I'm just obeying the rules, but in the end, I am not expecting. I am just pretending. We are just still pretending. There are a bunch of the ezan sounds here in the Turkey. The 5 times the ezan is just sounding, and we need to hear. Okay, it's understandable, but the reason is I'm not a very Muslim. I'm just a secular, but I have to live here. Why? Because we don't have another choice. We need to show respect the Muslims here. Mostly the society here, 70% of the society here in Turkey believe in Islam, but mostly they are believing deism, according to my opinion, or something like atheism. Mostly they are not going to mosque, they are not praying. Their Islam understanding is so different from each other. So let's think about my other things. The time is slipping away. Like you have just signed this agreement, just working 9 to 5. Some people need to work that. I am not saying this kind of video for them. You need to out. I'm not saying that some people have to work because of others. Maybe you have just made a marriage and you need to work for this 9-5 job. I'm not saying that just quit your 9-5 job, be a YouTuber, because it's not a guarantee. When you're just recording YouTube videos, it doesn't give you a guarantee you can just get watched by the others. So if you till you create your own business, be stick your 9-5 job and slowly, like something like a snowball effect, create your own business. Maybe you can just open a fucking YouTube channel and you can create your own videos. Why YouTube is important? Even you are just making a decoration seller or the fashion seller or some like a clothes seller, you can still sell your clothes. Meanwhile, you can grow your YouTube channel. According to my opinion, even you are just selling a product like a book, like something like a fashion, decoration, it doesn't mean that mostly people just checking how many years you have been in YouTube. I have seen that most of the big channels are creating YouTube videos approximately at least 5 years. If you can just continue to record YouTube videos approximately 5 years, and if the YouTube doesn't delete your channel, and when you need to just stack your videos to another hard disk, etc., you have a still chance to grow your channel, and you can do whatever you want. After you're just getting the 5 years efforts, and you have a still chance your Instagram can grow and you can do selling so people can know you. So it is better just the societal consciences, and the societal conscience is so important. Most people like to buy something who is trustable. So you need to just start a trust rather than just selling this item. The items won't, or the products won't get bought. The trust what the people gonna buy. So the main thing, even if you have a low level of self-esteem, it doesn't just give you any bad thing. It's not something like a bad for you. The mostly you need to have a trust, and you need to sell the trust. You need to manipulate the people, and you need to think like them. You need to do the empathy with them, even when you are pretending. The good sellers are the great pretenders of the empathy in the world. If you want to be good seller, you need to sell the emotion. You shouldn't sell the product, because the product is everywhere else same. Most people want to buy the emotion. That's the reason why you shouldn't just look the text and read the people. You need to talk with your own heart. I wanna just fuck the 1,000 woman in the world. Like the Bonnie Bolly mentioned that before. I wanna be no name Johnny Sins. I wanna get 1,000 girlfriends. Why? Mostly people asking me why. I'm going to explain you. I'm from my childhood, I have always wanted to be date with the girls, being famous on the internet, but I didn't happen. The girls didn't like me either. So I really hid from them. Mostly I'm not talking with the girls, and the girls doesn't talk me as well. The girls don't talk me as well. I'm not saying that I'm just if giving a 101% guarantee. I also want to get the 1,000 girlfriend, but it is impossible in Turkey or if you are living in the Middle Eastern countries, because in these countries the relationships between the girls and the boys are so strict. If you just talk with a girl, they can say it's just they can complain to the police, and you can just see like the harassment. Even in Japan is same, Canada is same. But there are a bunch of free countries like the Taiwan and maybe some like a Thailand or the Phuket. Some touristic areas are so important, because in the real life, if you just talk with a girl or something like I just get love to you, mostly it can be perceived as a dangerous even in this real life. That's the reason why it is so you need to be think twice before just talking with a girl. Maybe she would have a boyfriend. So it is here the bad things are happening. If you are not strongly, the social skills aren't strong, mostly people trying to judge you and they don't want to talk with you. From my childhood, I really hate from the class structures. There are also a bunch of invisible classes in our societies, and when you go to another Europe, another country, it doesn't mean that. If you have the low level of income, most you will get labeled as a low class. If you want to change your class, you need to give a lot of effort. You need to put something to table before just getting low by the society. But you shouldn't force yourself in order to just make other people happy or make the society content. The reason is if you are just doing that, probably you will lose your energy and your soul. So people here need to understand themselves. They need to conquer yourself first, and then you can conquer others. If you want to conquer someone's hearts, first conquer your hearts, and then you can find another heart. Exactly, something like that. Okay, mostly people just think it's laziness and ideas, energy, curiosity, and creativity. So I know. I'm going to say the truth. Like, if you are working in a 9 to 5 job in a company, the company doesn't care about you. The company doesn't care about you, and you doesn't care about the company, right? For example, the company doesn't care about you, and you don't care about the company. That's the same thing. I'm just working in a 9 to 5 job as an officer. I don't care about my establishment, my workplace. Also, the workplace doesn't care about me either. So it is the life what I'm just taking. I'm just here for the money, not for just fucking the ugly face of the boss or something else different. We are here for something the money. You need to understand everybody else in that workplace here for the money, for the 9 to 5 jobs. Nobody taking care of each other. They are just smiling. Hey, hey, hey. Mostly they are smiling for the money. It is so shit, brother. Why they are doing the role play? I really hate from it. And mostly just doing the role play is not fit with me. If you don't like someone, why you need to do a smiling to them and you don't like someone because of the money? It's understandable. It's your explanation. I'm not saying something. It's you're something like a extraordinary. It's just kind of the situation is extraordinary. If your boss is very angry, you need to happy. It's understandable. It's something like a extraordinary situation. But generally, why we are smiling or boss or colleagues, if we are doing it for the money or pretending, I just get it. I don't understand. If we are doing it on purpose, it's understandable. So mostly people need to do pretend in order to just get more money, just hiding their status or set and just getting up in their work environment. But here the issue, I don't want to race with the other people. If you're gonna just get into the race, probably you won't pass that. Whenever I'm just checking the people, they have the girlfriends and they are going to cinema, concerts, and they are being happy. I am just being jealous of them. I'm envying them. Why they can just go to the cinemas, concerts, and maybe playing a piano and just playing a violin. And I'm just watching them. I'm just jealousing of them. While I'm just sitting in a fucking shitty room and just trying to look at YouTube videos and trying to just give a motivation speaker here. What is the behind of this issue? Mostly the wars are happening, people are starving, and people are struggling. Sometimes you need to ask my opinion what you think about yourself. I'm gonna give an answer. It is better to die trying. At least my answer is that. And most people think that people are thinking about themselves. So if you think yourself, if you have been in a chair mode, if you have a chair, if you are just working as a president, would you think about others or would you think about yourself? Mostly first you will think about yourself, brother. Nobody is going to tell you and say that because of your position you need to think about yourself. What the fuck are you doing thinking about? You have also a chance to work. Maybe for example, I have seen a lot of YouTubers and that YouTuber had 200k followers and someone of the comments said that you only think about yourself. What the fuck are you talking about, motherfucker? It is his channel and it is his name on the channel. Exactly, he is going to talk about himself. He is going to think about himself. So you would also have a chance to open a fucking YouTube channel rather than just blaming others. Mostly the YouTubers just selling you the ideas, selling you the dreams. No, I'm not going to sell it. Someone is also open a YouTube channel and they are doing a banner or the thumbnail. The boss of the thumbnail is saying, for example, I'm going to record a video today talking about why the gambling is bad. The gambling doesn't give you any guarantee. Does gambling make you better? Like something like it's a shit. Why gambling make your life miserable? Make your life miserable? Make your life dishonorable? Make your life uncomfortable like that. But mostly all the YouTubers just circling and following the same path. When you just see a video on the YouTube or on the social media, or maybe you have seen a movie, mostly they also get affected by the other movies or the other YouTubers, even the same in the philosophy. For example, the Spinoza, when he is just trying to write Ethica, he also just get impression by the Aristotle. He's just talking about the essence. Yeah, the essence, then the matter. The essence and the matter. Aristotle just made a classification about the essence and matter, but the Spinoza said that essence is more important than the matter. Maybe matter doesn't exist, but the essence exists. The natural laws, the world laws, the universal laws are exist in this universe. So the God has some limitation in this universe, as the Spinoza mentioned that even the God is approaching in the determinism. It is really hard to change the situation. Mostly we are not free in our actions. For example, we cannot jump to the moon. We cannot jump to Jupiter. That's the reason there is a gravity here. The gravity rules just makes you under the line and you cannot surpass this line. That's the reason why you understand. And there's an evil, right? You're going to ask where the evil came from. The evil is not understandable. The ethic, the moral are so different. For example, killing someone is a very bad thing, right? Exactly. But in a war, it's not a very bad thing. You are just defending yourself. There are two different concepts and the same action, right? Exactly. You need to understand. But I'm not also saying that someone else just can beat you, can just give you a punch without any reason. Mostly, is there any potential like that? Yeah. Even the less amount potential? Yeah. So even the something we say that mostly something is dependent on something before it happened, but also there are some people and some just casual events are happening in this world. So we cannot also pass it, and we cannot also just put it to table just like the rough or something that's different. So just a fear keeps us here. Mostly, some people have already quit their jobs but they cannot quit legally. They are going and committing because in my work placement, my colleagues have just like the expelled me and they are not talking with me. It's okay. Mostly they are just waiting me to resign, but I'm waiting to get fired. It is two different things, brother. It is better to just wait to be firing. It's better to wait to get fired rather than just waiting to be resigned. I understand that these jobs make me fit. I'm respecting workplace. I'm respecting the other people. The one thing I'm not respecting that it is not the job what I want. I have always wanted to work in the nightclubs, the giant jobs, and just in the Shinjuku, Roppongi, Kabukicho, Shibuya in Japan. But I didn't do that. That's the reason why I'm so sad. The some people can get the energy and they can do whatever they want, but meanwhile some of them cannot. That's the reason why I'm just complaining about the situation a lot. My first privilege is getting a girlfriend rather than just recording YouTube videos. If you're asking my opinion, I have also met with a girl from the Finland. Maybe I can give her Instagram, maybe something like we have met it before. And she said she can come to Turkey. I wanna say it, but there are a bunch of, I wanna show it. Maybe it's better not to show her because it is so bad. If I'm showing her, maybe she can be angry. For example, I have seen a girl in the Finland and she was just said your Japanese is so good. Yeah, exactly. And I said maybe we can be a girlfriend, maybe you can be my girlfriend and we can just go to the hotel. And she said, yeah, if I just come to Turkey, I will let you notice, but something like that. Probably she doesn't give you a direct answer. So if you're asking my opinion, doing the sexualism and doing the sex is not very easy in Turkey. That's the reason why most of the people just traveling to other countries, like the easy countries, the Taiwan or the Thailand and the Indonesia, not Indonesia, Thailand and the something like the other, like maybe Cambodia, maybe Vietnam, are so important countries are here. If I have a chance, probably I will go to the Vietnam and travel around the world. Mostly, I will have a permission, 20 days, and I will go to the Japan. And mostly, if I just go to Japan, I will record bunch of videos there, and it's gonna be hard for me, but I'm going to try it, and I'm going to give it tough attention and just put something to there, just carry my microphone because I don't want to use a DJI microphone. It is better to use this Shure microphone, even just outside. Why? It's understandable why, because mostly this microphone give you a lot of freedom rather than just carrying a DJI microphone. Maybe it's better looks, but it is better to it. Maybe I can just put it this in chairs like that. But the working 9-5, as I mentioned that before, it doesn't give you hunger, but it doesn't give you any attention to be greedy. In nowadays, there are inflation crises. I'm not saying to lie. So we need to understand. If we don't have any other option, we need to stick our 9-5 job. But also, meanwhile, we need to create our own business. Because do you wanna die in the like a cage, or do you wanna die while you are trying to get success? There are two kind of things. Maybe you are using the escalator. But some people, in the end, they can go far away beyond of their limits. When you're just getting older, maybe it's 50, 60 or something else, if you are just drinking your last coffee before you pass away from this world, you are going to come back and ask yourself, what the fuck I did my whole years? I am also writing a novel here, and maybe it's give me some peaceful freedom. Like the Harry Potter, there was something like a 100 key verse, but I'm just writing my second novel in a 300 key verse. I also made a lot of novels, but this novel I'm just really trusting. Maybe it will be 300 and 10,300. Yeah, maybe I'm going to trying to escalate it and trying to calculate it. Just give me a second. And 310,000 words would be better for us, and just publish it, and I will be happy. So if it's just being famous on the worldwide, I want to publish it in English, I will just give just a connection, but it is really hard to just publish it in English, but I'm gonna give it a try. Let's think about the 9-5 job. Like it's something like a refusal, and morning, I'm just get up morning, going to job, coming to job. Weekends are free. I'm really thanksgiving for that, but it really doesn't enough. Why? Mostly you cannot go to the nightclubs, you cannot go to the Thailand, Japan, and other countries. So it is giving you freedom. It is giving you money, what you need first. But if you are thinking about the Maslow hierarchy, you are at the bottom side of the hierarchy. After just getting the bottom side of the hierarchy, you need to get more. It is understandable. You say some people even cannot get the bottom. I am not saying bad to them. This is their expectations of life are so different. And you think about the Ludwig Wittgenstein. His just the brothers have also just suicided. Even they are so rich. So what is the point being rich, being poor? If you wanna work more, if you wanna get more, just work. Just try to make YouTube videos then. Why I'm recording YouTube videos here, trying to be exist here? For in order to just try my luck. going to nightclubs, just going to with the girls. Everyone, I will try my chance till I get the 30s here. I will maybe the grandfather. Maybe if the YouTube allows me, I will record the YouTube videos till I that. Till I go to abroad. Till I go to the hangout with the girls. Shinjuku, Kabukicho, Roppongi, Shibuya. I will go there. What it costs, it doesn't even matter. We will try while we are still alive. No one will alone. No one walk alone. I was just saying it back in English. March, give me a second. No one walk alone. I really like the song either. So thanks for watching. Continue. I just tried about my 9-5 job. Yes, it is something like a good 9-5 job at the first if you are poor. But if you are getting rich and getting money, probably it doesn't give you satisfaction. So you need to just try to search for another solutions, like the better job qualities. Even just the officer's job is okay, understandable, but even you want to travel around the world, it's gonna be tough. That's the reason why it's better to be a YouTuber, academician, talker, thinker. So matter of fact, you can just give the fucking write a fucking book and you can just impress the society or impress the girls. If the girls can get into your manipulation, you can fuck them. Otherwise, you'll be a great archive here. Thank you so much for watching me now. I'm really happy you guys watching my videos. Just give me a like and a comment below and just give a subscription to my channel, and then I can start a rap battle here and I can be a rapper. I can play a rap song and I can just be a good rap songer. Yes, I want to play a rap, and that's the reason why I'm here. I want to create a new music like the Eminem, like the other famous artists as well. Like we are just here. But look. I am just not here, but I'm just get away here. I'm not sure whether I'm just cannot just do the say direct the words, but I hope you guys give me a lot of respectful ideas. So thank you for watching me till now. See you on the next video. Working 9-5 can be good, but it doesn't give you anything at all. So if you wanna make your wishes come true, you need to give more. If you wanna more, you need to work more. You need to wish more. You need to want more. Thank you for watching until now. See you on the next video. Bye. See you. Mata ashita. Arigato gozaru. I wanna go to another country, Norway, Finland, maybe the another country as well, which was Japan, Taiwan, which is the secular countries. I wanna go. I wanna be an immigrant. Thank you so much. I hope is there anyone just we are living in the first class or the second class nations as a girl. If they wanna get married with me, I will accept this proposal immediately. If they want to get married with me from a girl from the first or second class nations, I want to get married with a girl from the first or second class nations for the passport. But it is what it is, brother. Thank you so much. I want to just save my life. Thank you so much. If they want to get married with me, with the first or second class members, as a girl, probably I can get married with them. If anyone wants to get married with me, please leave a comment or just DM box on the Instagram for me. I will accept your proposal. Thank you so much. Anyone else is okay for me. I want to get married with someone else from all the world widely. I'm sending this message all the universe, all the countries. I want to get married. Please just share my video on the billboards. I want to get married with someone from Germany, Japan, United States, Finland, Norwegian, Denmark, Japan, South Korea, Taiwan, Thailand, Russia, the Czech Republic, Germany, Poland, and maybe the Spain, and the Portugal, and the Argentina, Mexico, Canada, America, Alaska, Russia, and the other countries as well. Like I'm just trying to understand South Korea. We have talked about South Korea, China. And also, did I any misspell or just missing another country? No, I'm just sending this message to 208 countries in the world. Thank you so much. Please find me my soulmate. I wanna get married with a girl. Thank you so much. Thank you.